Hi, my name is Sangwa and welcome to another episode of EMTV. And today we're going to talk about the thing that you put underneath your bridge, and we call this the damper. Okay, the purpose of the damper is to reduce noise in the tone of your Erhu, and it also makes the tone of the Erhu more compact and more focused. So just to do a demonstration, I'll take out the damper and you can listen to the sound. So you see, usually at the high notes, without a damper, there will be a lot of wolf tones and a lot of harmonics. So the purpose of this damper is to reduce the noise. Okay, I'm going to put it back in. So just now at this point there was a lot of cackling noise and a lot of wolf tones. Okay, so you can hear that the sound is gone, the noise is gone. Okay, let's talk about the material of the damper. Okay, the first material that is quite commonly seen is this type of sponge-like material, which is looks like a block. Okay, and this material I do not use it ever. Okay, firstly, it's very difficult to put underneath your bridge, and secondly, I do not think it is effective at all. Okay, so the other type of material would be of course the felt material. Okay, but even though felt material, there are different qualities of felt material. Okay, so you have to really choose the correct type of felt material. Okay, if the material has the fibers inside needs to be very compact, okay, for it to be effective. If the felt has a lot of air inside, if you put it on, it will be as good as not putting any damper on the Erhu. Okay, I'll just show you an example. Okay, these two material, okay, they all look like felt, right? Okay, I'm gonna test exhibit A. Okay, this is exhibit A. This is the good damper. Okay, again we focus on this note. Okay, it sounds nice and clean. Okay, and now I'm going to put in this felt that I think is of poor quality. Okay, it looks good, right? So you can hear that it sounds very noisy, and harmonics comes out once in a while. Okay, so how do you differentiate between a good damper and a not so good damper? Okay, if you do not have an Erhu with you and you want to buy a piece of damper to test on your Erhu, how do you know that the piece of damper is good? Okay, so here's my secret. This is what I discovered after setting up like hundreds of Erhus. Okay, so are you ready for it? Okay, this is how I do it. You take the damper and you try to pull it sideways. Okay, and if it stays in shape, okay, this is a good piece of damper because the fibers inside are compact. Okay, and just now the damper that doesn't sound too good, okay? So what happens is, I'm gonna pull it and whoa, look at that. It's like completely out of shape, you know? You can just pull it easily, it's like elastic rubber, okay? So obviously there's a lot of air inside, you know, and it's not very compact. So this is how you find out whether this damper is good or is not. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the various things that you look out for when you put the damper on your Erhu. Okay, first, essentially how you put the damper underneath the bridge is you have to fold it. Okay, sometimes okay, the thickness of the damper cannot be too thin. If it's too thin, there will be no effect, and it also cannot be too thick, because if it's too thick, you also get a lot of wool tones, and the sound will also be dampened. Okay, so how do you know if it is a good thickness? Okay, if you can slip it under the bridge easily, it might be a bit too thin. Okay, if it takes a lot of effort to squeeze the damper inside, okay, underneath the bridge, then chances are it is too thick. Okay, so how to fold into the correct thickness? Okay, usually either you fold it, okay, half. Okay, this is the damper. You fold it half, and you fold it another half. Okay, this should be fine, but of course it depends on the thickness of your bridge. Okay, if your bridge is not the thickness, the height of your bridge. If your bridge is high, then you might need then four layers is alright. So if your bridge is not too is quite thin, then you can like fold 3 layers. Okay, or sometimes you can even fold like 3 layers, and you fold another time, which gives it like 6 layers. Okay, so after you fold the damper, you have to check the length of the damper. Okay, so this length is just nice, okay, because when you slip it in, you have space to move a little bit up or down. Okay, yeah, so this is good. So sometimes if your damper is a bit too long, like this one, and put it in, it's like fills up this whole area underneath the bridge, then chances are it's too long. Okay, and it's a bit tight here, so to me that's not good. Okay, so what you can do is just cut it shorter. Okay, then you fold again. Okay, so another question is where should you position the damper? Okay, should you like pull it down here, or should you push it up here? Okay, well it depends on your preference and the sound of your Erhu. Okay, if you push it down all the way down, the sound will be very bright and the tone will be very sharp. Okay, and if you push it up, okay, that is closer to the bridge, so the sound will it will sound more dispersed, and the sound will be less compact. So personally, I will usually put it in the center. Okay, but it depends on you and your Erhu. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope you have learned something about the damper. And if you have any questions, do leave me in the comment section or just send me a message. See you next time.